DJ Kid, this a hit for sure.
What's going on, y'all boys? It's your boy T Junior Sports coming back at it again with another video. I know, right? I'm posting an actual video for the first time in months. If you hear Dakota downstairs, I'm sorry. But nah, I gotta get into the Super Bowl, man. Like, I couldn't cover it in just a short. I can't. Bro, there was so much that just happened. So much to unpack. Bro, let's start off Jalen Hurts. Phenomenal game, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like his third season he's in the Super Bowl. And it's like, bro, everybody wants to talk about, oh, it was his fault. It was his fault. It's like, bro, aside from him fumbling, what did he do wrong? He literally went and took the 2-point conversion in for himself. He literally, like, let his team down there, bro. They gave Mahomes too much time, obviously. But, man, like, I really think Jalen Hurts did absolutely everything he could, man. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? From somebody that's, like, from Houston, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted him to succeed. And honestly, Mahomes is from Texas as well. So it's like, it's a Texas Bowl. So, hey, we coolin'. But, honestly, great game. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was too short. Am I the only one that thinks the Super Bowls just get shorter and shorter and shorter? Like the Rams Bengals game last year. For what? And it's like, I think it's because I was so like emotionally in tune with it. And it's like such high-powered offenses. And I predicted this to be a shootout. I knew this was going to be a shootout from the get-go. But I honestly said, I said like both teams were going to score over 24. I was right about that. But Jesus Christ, man, like honestly, the adjustments that Andy Reid made at halftime must have been something insane. They must have, bro, I don't know what they did, but it looks like me pre-snap on Madden. I'm squeezing the line. I'm sending one line back on the blitz. I'm sending a certain corner. I'm doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they did everything. And Mahomes is capping in his interview. You know good and well that dude took a shot. They shot him up with something because there's no way you scramble for he ripped off like a 30-yard scramble. You know what I'm saying? And like didn't slide, got tackled from behind again. And it's like, nah, bro. You got shot up with something. He over here talking like, I did not get a shot. We just got it wrapped up. We don't believe you, Mahomes. We don't believe you. We don't. But nah, bro is phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie, he has my respect. It's like they're the new Patriots. Yes, it's like, bro, like as a fan of a team who's in the AFC, who's not Kansas City, like obviously I'm gonna get tired of him. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He knocked us out the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, let somebody else have it, man. It's like, I wouldn't have been upset if Jacksonville like pulled off the upset or something. But I was like, nah, I'm rooting for Kansas City because I'm like, bro, well, in the championship game at least, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to see Cincy in the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. I just can't handle it. I can't. I think I'd gouge my eyes out. I wouldn't even be able to handle it. But honestly, man, that whole game. I ain't see the halftime show. I ain't gonna lie. I used the halftime show for the bathroom break, bro. Like, I swear, like, I did not want to miss anything, so I held it until halftime. So, Riri, I'm sorry. I ain't seen none of that. But honestly, man, the only good thing I can see out of Philadelphia losing is, like, I honestly thought Nick Sirianni is a bit arrogant. He's a bit cocky. The rest of the team is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, they respect their opponents and everything, but it's just like, bro, he over here celebrating because Devontae had another questionable catch, and they tried to run up and spike the ball like they did in San Francisco. Not spike it. Run up and snap and start another play like they did in San Francisco, but they didn't let it happen. So, freaking Sirianni, they thinking they caught it. So, Sirianni, even Jalen Hurts just had to put bro arm down. He like, yeah, you relax. You know what I'm saying? It's like the controlling the drunk uncle at the cookout. He wilding out or something. But nah. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know what to make of it. It's like, obviously, neither one of those teams was my team. It's like, I wanted Jalen Hurts to win because Houston dude, honestly, just like his character. Or I've never met him in person, but like from what I've heard in his interviews, like he seems like a down-to-earth dude. pretty much me and him share the same headspace in a way. But it's like, if the Chiefs win, it's like, bro, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, like, they are a fun team to watch, and it's like, the charisma of that team, it's like, Travis Kelce is my favorite player on that team. Travis Kelce's my favorite Kansas City Chief, and it's like, I watch their podcasts, like Jason Kelce. The Kelce brothers as a whole are just, they're hilarious in their own way. And it's like, I'm an artist, by the way, if y'all ain't know. So I tried to get this done before the Super Bowl. I ran out of time, you know what I'm saying, trying to balance work and everything like that. But it is what it is. But I'm still gonna finish it. But I really, you know what I'm saying, like, I really wanted to see that. I really wanted to root for the Eagles to beat the 49ers and the Chiefs to beat the Bengals. I needed that. I needed that Super Bowl, and I finally got it. I'm happy. But can we just talk about, like, those dudes must have, like, been sending like a minimum of 6-7 people at Jalen Hurts in the second half, bro. They were just blitzing him, hurrying him, under duressing him. And I overheard the commentator say they bring pressure to the right side to force him to roll out to his left since he's a right-handed quarterback. And I'm like, that is so smart. Like, Steve Spagnuolo and Andy Reid, Andy Reid is one of the smartest coaches in the league, and it's like, that's crazy. He really keys in, bro. When Andy Reid keys in on the game plan, he does, bro. And it's like, when the Eagles were up 24-14 at half, I'm like, bro, this is not over at all. I'm like, I would not be surprised if Kansas City came back and made this game, and they did. And it's like, we've seen this story way too many times in Houston in 2019, Tennessee. Like, we can keep going. We can keep making examples. But, man, like, I just feel like as long as Mahomes and Reid are, like, you know what I'm saying, coexisting with one another in Kansas City, I just feel like they're not going anywhere. That division is pretty much, like, runs through Kansas City, like, you know what I'm saying? The Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders going to have to figure out who's second, third, and fourth. But that's insane, man. Not even trying to meet right the Chiefs. But. And then, you know what I'm saying, we had Juju was cooking them dudes. Juju was cooking in the second half. And it kind of hurt to see him, you know what I'm saying, doing that for somebody else. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, imagine if we kept him. Imagine if we weren't cheap and decided to actually pay him. Kenny would have had another receiver to work with. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Hassan Reddick did nothing in the second half. Really, the whole Eagles defense, the whole Eagles secondary, like, went ghost in the second half. And all the Eagles fans crying about that call near the goal line. It's like, bro, even Bradbury went on Twitter and say he grabbed his jersey and hoped that nobody saw it. You saw the 9 on Smith-Schuster's jersey kind of extend out that way. It's like, bro, that was the most obvious blatant holding call. And it's like, bro, whether the ball's catchable or not, like, what are y'all doing, bro? I feel like, I don't know, when fans, like, lose a game or teams lose a game in, like, a controversial way, fans like to blame that one specific play. Like I told Bengals fans a couple weeks back, that hit out of bounds, when that dude pushed Mahomes out of bounds, that game was not what lost them the game. The fact that Joe Burrow had the ball with 2 minutes in the game and went 3 and out and gave Mahomes all that time. You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow also, then he throw 2 interceptions to that rookie secondary. You know what I'm saying? And then that, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Mahomes and them was driving anyway. You know what I'm saying? With the addition of that, and Osai actually really did have a good game. Even the Chiefs linemen were pretty much saying he was one of the toughest to block all game long. And it's like, bro, y'all gonna take away his whole game based off that one thing, just because he made one little mistake. But yeah, honestly, man, James Bradbury, that was not just that one play. Like I said, it's like, bro, they were getting dotted up all the way down the field anyway. Mahomes was walking down the field anyway, like I said. And I believe that was after that big old scramble that they let up. And it's like, what? Like, that, there had to be some kind of game plan. And it's like, honestly, that's kind of what we saw in the very first opening drive. And it's just like, they weren't doing all that in the first half because the Eagles found a way to keep them off the field for the most part. But I guess Andy Reid game plan for that. in the second half and shut down whatever the Eagles were doing. And it's like the Eagles were kind of like keeping the ball away from them. And it wasn't the traditional way, just run the ball down everybody's throat. They were actually getting stuffed at the line. They weren't running the ball. Unless it was with Jalen Hurts, like a design run play with Jalen Hurts. Miles Sanders wouldn't get nowhere. Boston Scott had like a couple plays. Made a couple dudes miss, I ain't gonna lie, but like, nah, Miles Sanders did nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I really do commend the Eagles offense, like, for like even being that creative, because honestly, I don't see no other team that would have been able to do that, like run the clock out passing like that. In the first half, at least, keeping Mahomes off the field. Like, bro, Travis Kelce's jersey was clean throughout the set, like throughout the whole first half. And it's like, bro, I think what makes the Super Bowl like the most, like, just, I don't know, it had just, I really don't want to believe that it's scripted, but it's like, bro, you saying that Mahomes re-aggravates that same ankle, creates a 10-point comeback, and wins the game, like, and Andy Reid beats his old team in the Super Bowl, like, like, are we sure it's not scripted? Let me stop, because there's probably somebody that's actually going to agree with me, because, like, I'm halfway trolling, but halfway serious, because it's like, when you think about it, I would understand why that would be scripted, but this was a great Super Bowl, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel bad for Brandon Graham and them and Kelsey. Jalen Hurts, of course. That whole Eagles team is pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be watching they mic'd up videos. I watch their videos of them impersonating their teammates. They're a very charismatic and hilarious team. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe next year, bro. This is officially the off season. Honestly, man, I'm gonna bring y'all back more Steelers content and just more stuff that I find interesting enough to report on. But, hey, you know what I'm saying? Did the team that you picked to win? I picked the Eagles. Y'all see how that ended? Man, let me know how y'all thought about the game, what y'all thought about the game, how y'all feel about Mahomes, how y'all feel about Jalen Hurts. Does this affect how you feel about either two of these quarterbacks? This has been TJR Sports. Peace.